What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I've had a good night's rest. I got my doggo back from surgery. My guild cleared Molten Core last night. Still missing out on the Eye of Ragnaros, but, you know, that's for another live stream to talk about, I suppose. We are going to talk about Remy a little bit, but before we do, I just want to let everybody know about the Emerald word of the day. Again, today it is !Remy. It's tagged, it's pinned, rather. We draw names at random for those of you that are active and participating in the live stream. And for those people, we have a special giveaway at the end of the month worth 100,000 emeralds or 50 tacos, depending on really what's important to you, I suppose. So make sure you type in that keyword and listen throughout the live stream. If I call you out, you have 1 minute to respond. If you don't, we draw a new name. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple in my opinion. Remy is back from surgery. Picked her up about 2 hours ago, about an hour and a half ago, something like that. She's still under the influence of the anesthesia from yesterday, or the same course of them. I'm not sure if they continued after or whatever. She's very lethargic, right? And she's upstairs sleeping right now, but we got to be with her, or she's got to be crated. So I'm gonna go be with her as soon as this live stream is over, so she doesn't have to sit in her crate. We don't like to crate her. Nobody wants to be in a cage, right? So we got some fun donut neck cone thing cushion, so she can't lick her stitches. I'll show those pictures in the Hero Wars, the YouTube Guild Discord channel on my the private Discord channel on my Discord. Share those pictures here in a little bit. You guys care? If you're squeamish, of course, just be warned. There's a little bit of incision and stitching action, but otherwise everything went well. She's awake. She's eating. She seems to be in good spirits. But you know, in the next 2 or 3 days will become the more difficult as she is in pain, as the big stuff, the big narcotics wear off, and we get her into the traditional stuff, the antibiotics, and you know, getting her to eat and getting her to use the bathroom. All of that is in the future. It's in the future. So yeah, she's doing well. She's doing well. Her back still looks good. She's got a little bit of arthritis in her other knee. In 2 weeks, we'll go back in for stitches removal, and then in 4 weeks, I think, we go get x-rays, or maybe it's 4 to 6 weeks, I think we get x-rays. And yeah, then she'll be a brand new girl. Yeah. So today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the current events that we've got. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but we're gonna spend a second more really digging into it. The event Weaving Patterns is live today. Weaving Patterns is one of those events that has a very good return on investment. Very, very good return on investment, right? The 151% means for every 100 emeralds that you spend on this event, or equivalent, you'll end up getting 150 emeralds worth of resources back, which is fantastic. Now, it is possible that the items like the golden thread and the explorer's moves are a little inflated as far as the value. And indeed, if you take a look at some of these tasks, the spend energy, the thread isn't until you get down to the bottom. So it's artificially a good event. Like if you don't get down to the bottom of these tasks, you know, spending emeralds gets you a lot of chaos cores, 40 bottled energy, and 1,000 thread. You know, spending gold, 50, you get 50 golden thread, right? Summonings in the summoning circle, 180, you get 500. If you don't get down to the bottom, complete total quests, This one is pretty good. Then the event overall just plummets in value, just absolutely tanks. That's not to say it's not a good event. It is a good event. You're doing a lot of this stuff anyway. You're getting a lot of bottlenecked resources that you wouldn't be getting naturally otherwise unless you're spending a lot of Mysterious Island moves. And of course, we want to be mindful of the little bit of overlaps that we've got. The way that it's looking as far as double dipping is concerned, Blackbeard's Legacy starts on the 23rd. Okay, so the overlap, I believe that there will be 1 day of overlap. I'm actually not sure if there is now that I'm looking at that. I don't know if there will be any double dipping here. I think it starts the 22nd at 9 p.m., right? The 22nd at 9 p.m. on web. I think that we're going to have 1 day of overlap. 1 day between Weaving Patterns and let's open this in, let's click on this, open in a new one, and the Blackbeard's Legacy. I think. Now, the get VIP and buy emeralds is nice, although it's not a ×4 emerald sale. Spending emeralds does overlap on that 1 day, so that could be something right there. That could be something. All right, spending energy. You definitely got spend energy on both, so there's a little bit of overlap there. And that's really it. You know, that's really it. The Time of the Fearless, as stated right here, goes live on the 24th. That's when the Emerald Sale and Emerald Waterfalls is going to happen. So it is worth being mindful that if you are looking for the most efficient way to take advantage of Weaving Patterns, I say wait until day 3. I say wait until day 3 to spend. If you're planning on dumping a bunch of energy into this right here, 11,000, I say try to wait until day 3 to do that. That's what I suggest. And yeah. Then, of course, if you're buying emeralds, which I would not recommend, all right, you do get emerald dolls, which does give you a lot of emeralds. It's not a ×4 emerald sale, but, you know, if you do happen to have a ×3 that's not too expensive, I don't want to spend $94 on a ×3, that's for sure. Then, you know, getting a bunch of Emerald Doll 3 is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. You get Emerald Doll 3, a bunch of them right here. And then for the Blackbeard's Legacy, I'm not 100% what the get VIP gets you. I think it's just a bunch of the the buy emeralds. I think it's just a bunch of keys. I don't think it. Oh no, it is emeralds. It is emeralds. So yeah, worth considering to buy emeralds on that 3rd day as well. Even though it's not a ×4 emerald sale, it might end up being such. We'll discuss it again. We'll do some math again when it actually does go live. The alternative, thank you, JL, for the suggestion. The map subscription could be a good one. You see that I've got 12 hours left in my subscription. You see that? 12 hours. I could buy another 8 weeks or another 4 weeks. I'm buying 10,000 VIP and 10,000 emeralds, or 5,000 VIP and 5,000 emeralds. That's actually, you know, if I did the 10,000, that's actually taking care of the get VIP task on Weaving Patterns. And a good chunk of the buying emeralds task right here. Not a lot, but, you know, 10% of it. A little more than 10% of it. So, yeah, thank you, JL, for that suggestion. Little double dip action. I like it. Of course, as you roll into Time of the Fearless with that Emerald Waterfalls and the ×4 Emerald Sale, that might end up being a better opportunity to buy 90,000 emeralds, right? It'll end up being a ×5 Emerald Sale, right? Because of all the bonus emeralds you get for buying emeralds here. So thanks to Colin, Hero Wars Guide, for putting together this event schedule. You continue to do great work. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Me personally, just as kind of an aside, we are transitioning our flags. We are almost never having any trouble with Dante teams. I think the accuracy pattern investment has run its course. I don't like it. I do want to finish it. I do want to get it to red at least, but I'm having trouble justifying it now. I'm having trouble justifying it day to day. Not seeing as much Dante lines. Definitely not. And yeah, we've started working on the magic defense. We got to finish the physical attack one. We're pretty close there. And yeah, you know, kind of what we're doing, kind of what we're looking at, right? Kind of what we're looking at. Not even touching the armor. Oh, we already have a red armor and a red magic attack. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I like magic defense. I do too. I do too. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Now, yesterday I gave you guys a little sneak peek. I saw a conversation a couple of days ago, maybe even a week ago. Okay. People were talking about recruiting. Big guilds were talking about, our guilds were talking about, our players were talking about what the big guilds are looking for as far as recruiting. And somebody, I think it actually might have been Jiv. You guys know Jiv. He's a regular here. He might even be here right now. It might have been Jiv. It might have been somebody else. Said that the main thing that a lot of players, a lot of guilds are looking for is having your Isaac have 118, 100, 100. Okay. Does your Isaac have 118 or higher or lower, right? It's a big piece of it. And is your Galahad 130 across the board? Very curious. I thought that was very curious. Very curious. And we don't need to go into all of the reasons why Galahad is a good choice, right? He's never been a bad, horrible choice. When tanks are compared against each other, it's difficult. It's in a vacuum. Defensive tanks versus offensive tanks, utility versus none. Galahad doesn't have a lot of utility. He doesn't even have a defensive artifact weapon. He doesn't have any really ways to protect his team, but he does have a lot of offense, and he does have some interesting abilities. This one right here, burning off enemy energy, very interesting ability. And you know, I've always liked this style of character, of the aesthetics of the paladin-esque. I know he's not really a paladin, but you know, big sword, armor, all of that. It's kind of cool. But I want to show you the main reason why most guilds want Galahad. Most guilds want Galahad for this right here. This is the second best Osh parsing team, apparently. I don't have anything to back this up aside from somebody in my guild sharing a screenshot with me. All right. Apparently, this is the second best team to use in the city of Asgard right now. As of a week ago. This is the second best team. Galahad, Yasmin, Lara, Aiden, Dorian with Albus. All right. I think this screenshot is from our logs. You can see digital dominance there and the level 150 boss. But I'm not real clear where Hero War Simulator is leveling these guys, parsing them. I'm not sure where they're at for the 150. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. This is just a screenshot that was shared with me. I don't know how much damage it was done. All right. I thought it was interesting. I don't know if this is accurate. I do know that Galahad is good at City of Asgard. He's really good at clearing the spheres, right? Really good at that. Double healer. Aiden on here. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not really sure that this is actually accurate. I know that the Aiden, like Celeste, Corvus, Aurora team, Heidi, maybe? I think that's actually what a lot of people are using as their second team. Aurora, Heidi with extra armor artifacts and all of that. But this is what a lot of guilds apparently are moving to, or something like it. Unfortunately, you have to have Lara Croft leveled up, you know. Orion and Dorian could do 20, 40. Yeah, Milk, it's my understanding that this is doing more than 20 to 40 million, but I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know. We're going to try it out, though. We're going to level it up. I enjoy Galahad. I don't want to level up. What I really like about Galahad is he's not what everybody else is leveling. And you guys know me. I don't like to level up the meta, right? And he is good at countering Amira. Right? Keeping Amira from ulting by the Unstoppable Charge Ascension ability is actually pretty smart. Yasmin is beast in mobile. She's pretty strong on Facebook and web as well. And that's another thing. Looking at this screenshot, like my my group of 5 heroes here, I have these 5 pretty leveled up already. Not anymore. Second best team is Corvus tank. Don't need an aura in that team anymore. Oh, interesting. Jiv, I'd be interested to see that team. I'd be interested in seeing that team. I don't know. I thought it was a fun piece of rumors being thrown around that the top guilds were only interested in a team depending on where your Isaac's artifacts were and your Galahad's artifacts were. Dita made video with Orion, deal 40 million. Yep, sure. I can believe it. I can believe it. I know a lot about the types of things that Dita does and how he gets his big damage. So I can definitely believe he has teams that do at least 40 million damage. Wish him the best. Wish them the best of luck. Wish them the best of luck. Until they run out. Yeah. Galahad's a fun looking hero. I don't know. I don't know when I'll use him. I don't know if I'll ever use him seriously, but I want to level up somebody else. Over on Hero Wars Alliance, I wanted to discuss very quickly this little piece of news right here. The Tournament of Power is not going to be replaced. Now, obviously, we're alive, we're awake. We can see that Tournament of Power didn't end up happening. Of course, it was announced yesterday that it was going to be postponed until next season. And there is there's no events live now that replaced it, because it would have went live, last night, early this morning. Runic Millstones and Alliance of Forces is live. There is no statement about why it was postponed. All that we've got is that it needed to be postponed, and it's going to try to be early next season. It's trying to be early next season, but we don't know really what that means. It could mean never. It could mean never. You can get 50 if a few of those are maxed. Very cool. Very cool. It'll be a little bit before I can hit Thea. I'll show that in a second. Jiv. Thank you, Jiv. What we do know is that everything else is happening as planned. Dark Depth skins, right on time. Punishing Hand when worlds collide, right on time. Power of the Elements, right on time. Skins. Titan skins. There is no info. Where are the Titan skins? No info. Where are the Titan Soul Stones? Where are the Titan Artifact Fragments? And I'm speaking about the ones that have been released in like the last 6 to 9 months, right? The ones that we're waiting for. The official answer is there is no news. There is no news for that stuff. It's frustrating. But I'll tell you this. I would rather get an answer that's like, we don't know. We don't have an answer for you yet. I want an acknowledgement. The acknowledgement at least is something. It's something. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say aside from that. You know what I mean? I don't really know what else to say. Dark Depth skin stats? No, I don't know yet. Let me check and see if any of the data miners... Nope. Let me check the foreign discords. Richard, it's such a small thing. But the acknowledgement that you're not being ignored, it's such a small thing, but it's so big to me. It's so important to me. Whenever I was in sales, and I was in sales for like 20 years before I started my YouTube career, a non-reply ruined relationships. A simple, I don't know, but I will find out and get back to you. Incredibly impactful. I'm not telling anybody how to live your life. It's a small thing, but it's really big. It's so big. And, it doesn't really tell us anything. We don't gain any information from it. We just know that we're not being ignored. Yeah. Makes us feel a little better, I guess. A little better. A lot of bug fixes going into effect. I I do want to show this. I meant to show this yesterday, but I completely forgot. I was distracted by other things. We got problems. We got problems with the Lara Croft bundles. And I don't know if you guys have seen this floating around or not, but this is quite funny to me. And I just cannot believe that this actually took place. We're aware of the Talisman, the Lara Croft Talisman. It was for sale. It might even still be for sale. I don't even know. $69.99, 5,200 VIP points, 18,500 mastery crystals for leveling up that Talisman. By the way, how many, does anybody know off the top of your head how many mastery crystals it takes to level up a Talisman fully? Does anybody have that? I don't know if maybe I should add it. Maybe I should note it someplace. Probably should write that down. It's almost 20K. So 18.4 thousand is basically maxing it. Maybe a little bit more is needed. Oh, that's exactly how much it is, Griff? Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. If it's exactly that, that makes sense. $70, you get the Talisman. You get exactly what you need to level the thing up. Then it's just a matter of doing metacrystal re-rolls until you find a roll you like, if you even care about Lara Croft. So this is what we've seen, right? This is what we've seen. What if I told you that some people only had to pay $30? I don't know if this has been faked. I don't know who originally shared this screenshot. There's some weird stuff around the numbers here, right? Like if you look real close, there's some fuzziness around the numbers, but there's fuzziness around all of the numbers. You see that? There's fuzziness around all of the numbers. Which makes me think that this is a real screenshot. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Something is jumping in the red discounts if you switch between them. This right here. Or is it something else you're talking about? Oh, over here. Over here. You said that there's a difference in this image over here? Looks the same. Yeah, and see, they would have to fix this too. 349, 149. Like, do I think it's AI generated? It could be. It could be. You know, we're in a dangerous time right now. Check the dates. Check the dates on, like this up here. I don't know what you mean, check the dates. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it does look like... I think this image is just slightly zoomed in. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. I don't know why. Some people were given a $70 one. You guys saw me. I got the $70 one. I wish that I only had to pay $30 for the Talisman. The sad thing is that I would probably pay the $30. I would probably pay it if it was $30, but 70? No. No. Yeah, I don't. You wouldn't buy it? Yeah. I mean, maybe if it wasn't Lara Croft. I don't know if it. I don't know. Everyone would. I mean, I don't use Lara on mobile. I don't. I don't use her on mobile. I barely use her on Facebook and web, though I use her occasionally. She's a lot of fun here and there. Yeah. I don't know who this is. Think next year give better deals to poor players? You think that's what it is? They look at history of Emerald purchases. If that were the case, then wouldn't every free-to-play player in my chat have this offer, the $30 one and not the $60 one? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Isubio Jr. Ooh, oh my goodness. No, I definitely butchered that name. Eusebio Jr. What is available when the offer is first launched and then corrected? What is available? Oh, was it launched and then corrected? I didn't even know about that. I feel like I was indisposed whenever it first dropped. Eusebio, is that what it is? Eusebio? You couldn't even see the Talisman bundle because you already had it. Interesting. That would make sense. Oh. Was not an offer. Oh man, I'm sore. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Aaron Levitan. Pai Mei, we sure do not yet. This is Bug Wars for you. Yeah. Mobile player, nice. Nice. Let's try one more and let's move on. Cleaner 666. Cleaner's here. What do we got? What version of the game? What do we got? Web player. Web player. Remy is upstairs sleeping. She's upstairs sedated. I'm gonna work on this for about another 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna go upstairs myself. Yeah, it's gonna be a long couple of weeks. It's gonna be a long recovery time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post these pictures. I'm gonna post these pictures in the private Hero Wars Discord right now. There we go. Oh, that's a picture of my feet. Can't post that one. Keck. Yeah, she out. She out. There we go. There we go. If you have a green name, you can see the pictures. Another question for Heroes Alliance players. How do you feel about the game nowadays? You know, Pi, I'm an eternal optimist. This kind of top. I'm an optimistic person. I'm always hoping for the best. But, you know, you got to assume that they're going to keep trying to make money any way they can. I feel like we never really discussed that the skin in this month's Heroes Way got moved from level 28 to 39. Oh, no, I didn't even know about that. Let's go take a look. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Let's take a look. Heroes Way skin is... Oh, man, I gotta... Just kidding. Made it easier to advance in Heroes Way. Can you get to 39 without spinning a ton, though? $11 days to go and 20. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, sure enough. Level 39. I don't think I've ever actually looked at the skin either. No. That ain't it, brother. That ain't it. A cybernetic or masquerade skin for me. Man, that cybernetic skin is banging, though. The more I look at the skin, the more things I like about it. The tattoo, the vials around his neck, the headsets, the glowing green neon book, his kicks. Like, oh man, it's hot. It's good stuff. Charlie, I doubt, does winning more points in Cow give more benefits, or does it matter? Just to win matter? No, the points do matter. The points do matter. If you win by more, you gain more ranking. At least that's the way I understand it. I'm not clear if there's like break points in there, but I'm pretty sure that a win earns you something. But if you like, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Oh, but it gives you more trophies. Oh, that makes sense. More trophies for each structure. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, so it's not necessarily the ranking then. It's more about the trophies. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Legends Draft is way boring. Ching Mao. Nebula. Zisha. Darkstar. Martha. We're going to surprise people with an offensive tank. Okay, so we have Ziri. Let's go with Luther. Double tank action, huh? Double tank action. And Rufus means we need physical Nebula. Tristan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and go double tank of our own. Red Griffin Diver? No idea. Luther says, I'm in your back line. Beating you up with my big stick. Wow. Should have built a better defensive team, I guess. Glenn Malvasso. Glenn, here's your chance to redeem yourself. Here's your chance to redeem yourself. Defense. Let's go Cleve Daddy. He still isn't at work. We keep calling his name and he keeps missing out. It's funny. It's funny. Let's go double healer. Double armor artifact could be fun. Ooh, I like Ginger. I do like Ginger. Let's go Elmir Ginger. Yeah. No, let's go Anvari. Let's go with Anvari. Okay, attacking team. Let's go with Cornelius to counter that Amira. Let's go ahead and stick with Nebula here. Oh, good. Good. Kayla. I don't like any of this, guys. We're jumping, guys. We're jumping. We're jumping. We're going to have Anvari, Nebula, Cornelius holding it down. Just kidding. Gigabyte. Just give it to him? All right. Gigabyte. Mobile player. All right. And let's draw one more. Let's draw one more. Syrupy. Syrup. Syrup pie. Syrupy. Web player. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here. We're going to quit now so I can go sit with my dog. Good to the point. Got everything knocked out that I want to talk about. And Omar, it's random. I don't choose it. It's random. It's random. I want to make some food. I'm going to sit with her and probably watch some Judge Judy. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Tomorrow's live stream, we're going to be back at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That is 1:30 a.m. UTC. Please leave a like on the way out the door if you found the channel or the live stream interesting or educational. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.